Where the hell have you been?
I've been watching Samurai Jack. Oddly enough, I forgot to watch last week. But I do have something to cover up that show later.
So when are you gonna find the time to do podcasts and drama?
You know, I'm always gonna do podcasts. As for drama, I'm gonna take a bunch of things that happened at BabsCon soon.
Huh, I knew you wouldn't change.
Never said I would. Oh, after taking an extended break away from tournaments.
No.
Soon, I'm thinking between 1 and 3 weeks, I will start a tournament. It will be in the title, Don't Vote Here. I repeat, do not vote here.
Did you see the new two-parter?
You know what? It's been a couple of months. So, I want to start off talking about fun things. Not positive things, enjoyable things.
You mean Discord?
Thank God. I mean, not just the fact he's back, the episode isn't made to feel longer because he's there.
Oh, any examples that you want to use with that?
I said we're going to focus on fun things, Jeffrey. Besides, you know when Discord sucked? Or at least the audience knows. But if you need examples, see this.
Pleasure to save you from your imminent doom.
Yes, because you did it all by yourself.
You sucking up to Seth.
Damn it, Jeff, Trixie is firmly in Team Good Guy. She's still getting airtime. She's still being Trixie, and maybe, just maybe, in Season 7, somewhere out there, Diamond Tiara will show up. And maybe be a little bit of a bad influence on the CMC.
Oh, right. Like you hanging out with me, and how I used to be as pure as the driven snow, constant as the northern wind.
In other words, you were utterly insufferable, and you're welcome.
It was amazing. No one's ever stood up to Chrysalis like that.
You were saying about fun.
I fucking hate the new changelings.
You're one guy.
Flufflepuff hates the new changelings. Moving on.
Fulfilling, isn't it? Watching your students shine the way you always knew they could.
My cheeks are sore. I don't think I've ever smiled this much in my life.
I can only imagine what that feels like.
What's this, Celestia talking, emoting, having a personality? This is going to be a dream sequence, isn't it?
Don't get too distracted, it gets better.
I've planned enough friendship lessons to cover the next 3 years. What's so funny?
No. Clearly Starlight is beyond basic friendship lessons. She just won a medal for Equestria's sake. I thought you were joking. You are joking, right?
Did you see that?
Discord being a massive dick. Oh yeah, I loved it.
Well, okay, that too. Do you know who Discord is supposed to be? This is a brony analyst basically talking to a writer.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Think about it. We have friendship lessons for the next 3 years. That's the show telling us more or less this is what's happening for the show, till it's over. And this is an analyst going, there's really no reason to do that. Starlight Glimmer saved all 4 princesses naturally, and thankfully they omitted a long-winded diatribe.
Which we're gonna fill in on?
No, Jeffrey. Again, fun.
Same way Celestia set you on a path that eventually made you a princess.
Yep.
A callback all the way to the start of the show, to the journey there. An MLP analyst would have busted this out to crap on what would have been a potentially already good plan, to shame down the writers from doing what they wanted to do.
Boy, am I glad you said it, not me. Heh, who's the stupid one now?
Touché.
To reveal her grand master plan for you.
Really? I was kind of wondering what we were gonna do next.
Also, take note, Discord is literally being used to cut through all the filler in the show. In this episode.
Well, I didn't want to listen to Thorax, even when he was kinda evil. I certainly don't now.
I had years worth of friendship lessons ready to go. But when we were captured by Chrysalis, Starlight took charge and really stepped up. I don't think friendship lessons are enough for her anymore.
So you have an overachieving student. Sounds familiar.
It's still talking. It still had personality. And to think, it only took 7 goddamn years.
Truth be told, I have no idea if Faust ever intended for Celestia to have a personality. But now there it is. And not just to service the fans.
What are you going on about?
It makes sense that Twilight would spurg out after Discord heckled her for her shoddy plans.
Right, and?
It would make sense the perfect person for Twilight to see about that, oddly enough, is the same person who causes Twilight the most grief. See Lesson 0. Whether that's intentional or not. Insert your own personal headcanon here.
So the writers managed to write a coherent plot. Why is that so brilliant?
Remember Newbie Dash?
Sadly, yes.
You're meant to feel Rainbow Dash as being painfully awkward because you got a minimal of at least 5 scenes where Rainbow Dash goes full cringe trying to fix the issue.
Well, isn't Sparkle cringy when she gets all panicky?
Yep, but the episode doesn't have you focus on it and let her flounder around like a fish out of water gasping for air. That's what Rainbow was doing in Newbie Dash, trying to tackle a situation she wasn't going to figure out on her own. In Celestial Advice, Twilight immediately goes to the source that should be able to help her.
Isn't Celestia typically a moron?
I said should.
That's why I had to talk to you. You of all ponies would know what to do. I mean, you were me and I was Starlight. But for now, I need you to pretend you're...
Did you get any of that?
Huh?
Go on.
When I was your student and you were in this place, you... Oh no. You sent me to Ponyville, which means it's time for me to send Starlight Glimmer away!
Dun dun dun!
Would you not?
I'm sure people like Shelley D, Corporal and Brony, and that low-rent version of British Ninja, Owen, will explain that there's a series of things wrong with this statement.
Which are completely made irrelevant by the fact that Celestia is a moron. And that hasn't been my headcanon. You go back through the show and see this even later in the episode.
Did they redcon?
No, Jeffrey. She never knew. Princess Celestia has always been a stumblebum that went into situations ass first. She had no idea about Nightmare Moon's return. Till this day, I doubt she knows how Discord got out, or why Sombri came back, or did anything different to stop Tyrek from getting out again, or why Starlight Glimmer in Ponyville is a massive gamble. And those are just all the main story arcs. Princess Celestia is not an omnipotent god. If she was, Nightmare Moon would have never defeated her off-screen in the premiere. No matter what some green text post Lorne Faust might have made on 4chan, if Hasbro never lit it on the show, it never happened. Fuck you, thank you, bye.
We're only 7 minutes into the episode.
Oh crap. Sorry I got carried away.
Only you can make that decision. It's a difficult one, but your heart knows what's right, even as it hurts.
And that's Celestia's real talent. Being a politician, she totally passed the buck here, in the most safest of fashions possible.
So you don't like that?
Are you kidding? I fucking loved it. I get to be 100% right. If you asked a conservative pro-Celestia person, they'd say Celestia is doing something retarded like fourth-dimensional chess. Any politician worth their salt, any politician, will look at a result and act in a fashion that would suggest that the outcome was always in the realm of potential outcomes. Celestia should remain aloof, stone-faced. Do you know how boring the show would be if Celestia was perfect? That she'd be able to wag her hoof and fix everything? Celestia was Donald Trump 7 years earlier than now. Right down to the comb-over.
Oh, does that mean that we get Minty Root dressed up like Cheyenne LaBeouf chanting "They will not divide us"? Maybe with some limbo faggot shaking a picture around a Flufflepuff screaming keck.
Jeffrey! Maybe.
Giving the changelings an opportunity to revolutionize their society. Maybe I can send her there.
Isn't this the low point of the episode?
Oh my god, Molestia is canon.
Ha ha, very funny, sir.
This is Twilight's Fantasy Spike. There is no wrong way to fantasize.
Dude, the hair is even right.
Would you grow up?
Fun, Jeffrey.
Or dangerous. It would only take one changeling to deviate from the pack.
See, I don't really know what they're talking about here. How many riffs did I bring down by just being one lone guy?
Point taken.
I mean, you're not telling me that Grubble wouldn't grab Starlight and just dive right into the lava.
Well, I mean, it's G-rated, but no, that wouldn't be out of character.
And you mean to tell me that Sunburst and Starlight wouldn't make sweet, sweet magic together?
I'll fucking hate you.
Yeah, you're right. Trixie would terribly be cross and vexed about that.
That is not a thing.
She literally looked Starlight in the eye, told her she loved her, and then she kissed her back in season 6. You lose, Jeff. This is the most ship-friendly episode on the show.
That makes it bad because...
You have a waifu only that you can understand? What are you, Pokey Brony?
I'm gonna leave this collab.
Fine, moving along.
Oh, Twilight, I'm not. I'm laughing because I have the exact same fears you're having.
What?
Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a very bright young filly. She was truly one of my best students.
Hell, if anything, this only makes me more curious about Celestia's 1,000 years beforehand, and what other bright students she's had.
Well, what if she doesn't get along with any pony?
Are we supposed to say something?
I don't think so.
My god, that's the most characterization the gods have gotten in 7 years.
Oh, besides that, Celestia knew the other main 6 were special.
Why?
Well, I'm assuming we'll get to that sometime before the show ends.
That's frustrating.
That's life, Jeffrey.
Loved having you as a student. You challenged me and taught me just as much as I taught you. I am embarrassed to admit it, but I was afraid if you made friends, you wouldn't need me anymore.
Princess Celestia, that is so not true. I will always need you.
Let me guess, you're gonna make a shipping joke.
I was going to basically say they're family, and it's kind of a shame. Once again, it's taken this long to have had that moment. They kept Celestia a blank slate for so long, it's basically like hashing out a brand new character.
Except we got to see her the whole time. It's not perfect and that upsets me.
I don't want Cadence 2.0. In fact, I'm proud that they thoroughly made Cadence the undisputed worst princess on the show at this point.
You can always make her write you letters.
Duh.
Gay.
But yeah, barring the changeling voices being complete and utter garbage, it's pretty damn perfect.
So we're gonna do part 2.
Now I'm going to get to that point now. This really wasn't a two-parter.
What do you mean it directly picks off where the last episode ended?
Yeah, but it's a different setting. Celestia and Discord aren't around anymore. Trixie goes from a cameo role to a main role. Again, this isn't a knock. I felt Celestia Vice and All Bottle Up are their own two things. That's why I'm going to cover them separately. We got way more in 22 minutes than...
Let me guess, season 6 opener. And a total of 2 episodes.
Well, I was going to say those first 22 minutes are, one, the best Discord I've ever gotten, or the best Celestia. And they were both used to play wonderfully off of Twilight, a character who gets less and less love in recent years. Sure, I would have liked a new bad guy, or an old bad guy,
And they did stick Twilight's friends in the background.
they're gonna have their own episodes, whether I like it or not. Rarity will open up another dress shop. Applejack will stumble over having an incredibly simple problem, like see Applejack's Day Off. Hopefully we get a couple of god-tier episodes out of Pinky. She was amazing in seasons 4 and 5. In season 6, I'm kinda drawing a blank. Hopefully Rainbow Dash will spend some time with the cadets and the Wonderbolts, possibly making them better people, without being just too retarded. Here's hoping out for another Flutter Brother quality episode out of Fluttershy, and something along the lines of Gauntlet of Fire with Spike.
Sounds like there's going to be less and less of the main 6.
Because there is less and less for them to do, but we can get over that by having new characters. Or old ones we didn't dip that far into. So yeah, Celestia, Trixie, Gilda, Chrysilius. Here's hoping, and let's all keep our fingers crossed. I'm hyped.
You do understand that the premiere isn't necessarily a sign of things to come.
Damn it, Jeff. I almost had the fans out the door and happy. Yeah, the premiere looks great. Yeah, I'm hoping to come back more and more. I'm glad I and you stuck around, and I'll try and be here for the ups and the inevitable downs. Take care.